got some new things today, so I'm glad that I'm back this week or this month. I have a list of videos that I want to show you guys, but first I'm gonna start with, somebody requested a like for me to go through my binders and like just talk about the categories and different things, and then I want to show my new setup. So I have a new, okay, don't mind my accountant here. Oops, she had her surgery yesterday, so I know she wants to be here, so I just brought her up, so don't mind her. Yeah, okay, so I just want to show my new binder, well, not my new binder, but the way that I like Franken find it. I know in like the planner community, like you have like a Franken planner, and I guess I did that with the binder, but you'll see. So let's start. So these stickers I got from one of the Happy Planner books. I don't even know which one I got it from, but I used the months, and you'll see when I walk through like where I got it from. So this, let's start with the old one, because this was like the very first one that I got from Paper by Mo. So this planner, I like this budget book, I like used all the pages, like I like the setup, like I was able to make it work for me. You know, obviously some like adjustments here and there. I didn't have to, like, there were a lot more pages that I could use, and then there are even some where I, you know, adapted it the way that I needed to for me to make it work. So I would do like my weekly check-in, and I did it that way, and I did it here. But then I got her new book, so that I used this 1 year, or like a year and a half. Sorry, Sophie, I feel like I'm hitting her. There's not enough space on the table for all of us, but yeah, so then I got her new book, and I've been using it. I think I got it last summer, and I've been using it on and off, but as you can see, like, I completely took it apart. So oops, there was 1 month that like I used all of the stuff and I can make it work, but then my budget changed and like the things that I needed changed. So I don't need like the transactions tracker in the book. I have a different thing that I use the trackers for. So I just put all of these together, took out what I needed, and you're gonna see how I like switched everything up. And so these are just, there's no space. Okay, then I just took out like the budget pages, so the paycheck budget pages. So I'm gonna use these. Haven't decided how and what yet, but I'm gonna use them at some point, because if you know anything about me, you know I love to use what I have instead of just buying stuff. I don't want to throw it away because it's like super good quality. I'm sad that she stopped making it, but I understand why she stopped making it. But the paper is like super good quality. Like all the stuff is like really nice, and I like how she set it up. But just my budget changed and the things that I needed changed, so I'm just gonna adapt it to make it work. So that was her old one, or I guess her first one, and then this was the other one, and I just took it apart. So I'm gonna show you like step by step. Ooh, gotta put this here because I do need this to keep this here. Step by step how I'm gonna use it. All right, Sophie. So let's start with slowly taking this away from the sleeping Soph. I wish I had a space for her to sleep close by, because she loves to be close by but not in the mix. But I know she's sick, that's why she's just there. So I'll show you the pages that I took out from the book, and then other pages that I got from elsewhere. Alright, so is this also Paper by Mo? Oh, this might be Monet. Anyways, so I took out this page, and this is old because this was last year, I believe, and then so some of the things that I'm paying for annually changed, so I'm no longer paying for, like, I don't have a laptop that I need to pay for protection. I'm no longer using Hulu. So there's different things. So this definitely changed, but I wanted to keep it in here, so remind myself like I have to update it. So this page I got from her budget book, and then also this sinking fund page. And then you're gonna see this sinking fund tracker. I believe I got it from her. If not from Paper by Mo, then on her website. If not Paper by Mo, then it's was it Money with Monet or something? I can't remember like her official name, but I will try to link it at the bottom. But these sinking funds trackers were available on her as a digital download. I think you had to, at one point I think she had it free, and then another time you had to pay for it, but I can't remember if it's still up or available. But I'm gonna try to see if I can find it and link it or just link her page and you guys can go check out her stuff. She's hilarious. So yes, so I took it apart because I need my setup to be this way, just because I do things differently. So I live in Kuwait. I'm a kindergarten teacher in Kuwait, and this is the money that I sent home to New York. So I have to figure out, I have different accounts. So like you'll see, this one is for Chase. I have another credit union where it says Broadview. So as I was like developing and like learning, okay, how am I going to track everything? I had to like make notes on the side and figure it out. So this is what I found for like the past year or so. This is what works for me. So I took this page from her monthly budget, and then I have this side I use for my Kuwait stuff, and then this is the cash envelope that I use, and this is my wallet. I'm gonna go through it in a second. And then this is the future me, personal, bills, annual, and monthly, and so that's what you see here. So that's like the sinking funds tracker. I'm trying to save up for different things, and on the side is how I have to, because I have to transfer the money home, and then when I get it home I have to transfer it from one account to another account. It's a little interesting, but like I said, I've done it for like a year now, and I'm trying to make it work, and I'm trying to, one of my coworkers, she told me, she was like, you always say you're trying to do something when you're actually in the midst of doing it. So I'm doing it, so this is the way that I'm doing it now, and it's been working for me. So this is December. Again, you're going to see like the sinking funds tracker. So on this side, hopefully you can see, this side sinking funds tracker is like the Kuwait stuff, and then oops, come on, accountant, you're in the way. And then this side is the American stuff that I've put. So I have future me, personal, bills, and this is like 2 bills. So bills is like things that I'm saving up for, and then the other bills are like the annual and monthly, and then I just keep going. So this is January, same thing, and February. So oops. So this is February. So I'm gonna do a budget with me, like another video, and you're gonna see like how I set it up. But I just printed these, and then I just, you know, made copies. And so I broke it up. This is March, sinking funds tracker, keep going. Oh, and so that's where I put the stickers, if you can see. So I put the month stickers that I had from the Happy Planner. And then May. Ooh, I did May twice apparently. It should have been another month, but that can be easily taken out. So this I got from like a little dollar store. And so this can just easily be removed and put a different month, or I can take off the stickers and switch it. And so I have it up until, we have July, and I guess I will have up until September, because I have August and September, the one that I have May twice. So I have up until September in this kind of setup. And then once this is done, I don't want to make a copy of her work, because I feel like that's not right. Like this I already bought, and I can, you know, make it do how I want to, but I don't want to make a copy of it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'll see if I continue the same way, or if my things change. So let me go to February. This is all the stuff I had to like pre-record all the things that I needed, because that I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do the budget with me. So let's go through my wallet. Everything's hidden. Okay, so I haven't done a video on my cash stuffings or unstuffing, and I want to. And so you will see in the next, I keep hitting her. You'll see in the next kind of like binder how I set myself up to try to record videos for that, or even just to keep myself on track. So I have groceries, and you're gonna see why I have these sticky notes here. So groceries, this is eat out. I have glow up. This I got from one of my students. They gave me a gift card, and I have money left on it, so it's still here. I need to use it actually. This is for Help a Human, so if I need like for tips, or I bought something. Usually we buy stuff for like the staff lounge. People chip in and buy like snacks, or I buy stuff in my classroom. That comes in handy. And then I had coins, but I don't really use coins in Kuwait, and because I try to like round up, and if there is anything with coins, I usually use my like credit card. But I do have this. One of the students, he brought like snacks or something. I don't remember what was in it, but they got this, and it has like a little slot, and so I've just been putting all the coins that I've collected. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it at some point. But yeah, so my coins envelope, I realized that I needed to, this was my previous, I had some previous trackers, because the way I had my setup was different. But I didn't make a transportation envelope like this, so I just utilized this one, and I just put it here. Then this one I got from a freebie, either from I don't know who I got this freebie from, but when I ordered something, somebody gave me a freebie. And so I just have this as a miscellaneous, and I just put it in the coins envelope just so it's not just, you know, flying all the way out. Ooh, and this, I love this wallet. Let's see if you can see her thing. It says So Crafty Sana SKS. So I got this from her. The pebble leather, it's so nice. I want to see. Yeah, I'm not going to go through it because I feel like you might see something that you're not supposed to. But I've had this for about a year. I mean, and it's, you can see like the wear and tear. But listen, I love it because I bought it, I use it, and even if there's wear and tear, that means it's getting love. And it keeps the money that I have. So that's the wallet. Let me put it down. This is the monthly budget. Excuse me, Miss Sophie. Alright. And then this one, I have to clean this off because it's still a little tacky. This one where it says weekly check-in, I put notes all over for myself. This is where I do the month. I put the bills, so I have some bills that I have to pay in the States. So, like, my Chase, they have some stuff. I have Spotify, Netflix, Google Fi, that kinds of stuff. And then I write out the weeks that I, oh, let me bring the wallet back. So I write out my weeks because the way I do my weeks when I do my cash stuffing is or how I track my weeks, I start it from the Friday to the Thursday. So, and that's why here I would always have like week 5, I have supposed to have 70 KD and the dates. And normally I would do the category. So I'll have groceries, transportations, glow up, like that kind of thing here, and I'll have how much I need for each one because some of it I do digitally and then some of it I do in cash, physical cash. That's why like groceries I already paid, so that's why it's gone. Eat Out only has 10, but I put some digitally on like an app, so I don't always need to have it, but need to have the cash, but that's how it is. So that's why I have the weeks here, and then what was I doing in October? Oh, I was trying to like count how many days I was eating out because I was eating out too much. I still eat out. I played myself trying to track it, but at least I told myself that I would keep tracking it just so I'm aware that I'm playing myself. I already know I'm playing myself, but just so I know. Okay, this I made so this is something that I didn't record. Is she getting squished? No. Okay, so this is something that I didn't record because I wanted to try it for myself and see how I liked it, what worked. And as you can see, like I made some like notes because I had to change the way that the weekly check-in tracker was set up. So again, I just put the weeks because some months have 5 weeks, some months have 4, and so for each one that has 4 or 5, I have to like allocate how much money. So I try to do 100 KD a week, which comes out to like 300 and some change USD. So that's how I started here. And then I got these trackers from the Happy Planner. And so this is in my, if you ever see my plan with me, I keep this in my planner. And then so every day I would like write down, okay, what I spent, and then I will color code, go through, and then I'll come back here and I will add it up, put it here, figure out the total. And that's why you see at the top here also I have, hopefully still frame, I have the color so I can keep track. And so it goes from, let me make sure I have it in order. Yeah, so it goes from Friday to Thursday. And I'm just gonna keep it here. Ooh, big stretch, Sophie. Get comfortable, but get comfortable more on this side. Yeah, girl. I'm more on that side, so I got space because you're taking up all the diagonal space. All right, and then again we have November. Oh, and I love that. Let me go back. I love that in her thing she had like cute little, you know, inspirational quotes on the side. So this was November. Same thing again. You see, it was a mess because I was trying to figure out. I do what I have. This is like for the week, but then in the month I have so much, and then I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I have remaining for the month? Because sometimes I go over for the week, but then at the end of the month I'm like, it evens out. It's hard to explain. And then these are the same trackers. And then so I figured that I will put the budget, the paycheck budget here, and then use this for the cash envelopes so that I know when I look what I'm doing, you know, that kind of thing, just to have a reminder, and also just to use this tracker. Yeah, mind your business, not my budget. So December, I kind of got laxed in December and stopped tracking. So you see, like week 4 I didn't put anything, week 5 I didn't put anything. but I still have the budget. Oh, and this comes in handy because, where is it? Oops. This comes in handy. I put white out and I didn't let it dry enough. But because some of it, like I was saying, like some of it I put digital and some of it I put cash. And so it's helpful for me. I don't always put the same amount. So this month, get comfortable. The cold is messing up her equilibrium. Comfy. All right. So this month I put 100 digital, 100 cash. And then this one I did 160 and 240. And then this was January. January was January and it left me behind in the dust. So I'm trying to play catch up and get my life together, but I'm just going to keep it, note it, modify, move on to the next. So I didn't even do any weekly tracker. I didn't do anything, but I was tracking the expenses and I know what I have over here. So yeah, sometimes you just have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go to the next month and try again. Because the way that the way that January was like, okay, girl, we here, you're not ready, so I'm leaving. And okay, so this one you can see my like expenses that I have for the month that I pay in that I pay back home. So I have, this is gonna be my next binder that you're gonna see. I have my student loan binder. So that's it for this one. It's pretty much the same. The month. I'm gonna my next video is gonna be me setting up the month and the weeks, and you're gonna see that. You're gonna see my setting up my wallet, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I am going to affirmations, use this to do a weekly check-in. So I love if you've ever seen Maria's weekly check-in, I don't know how she got her system down, and it's like so simple, so flawless. The way she does it, she comes in, has her little, I know she does a lot of work behind the scenes, so I'm not saying that it's not hard, but when you see her on camera, easy peasy. So I have this. I changed it, so I put the rollover and then the monthly remaining and then the weekly difference. Hopefully I can make this work. So this is going to be, this month is going to be the new month, me using this new tracker. So hopefully it would help because I had this on the side already. So I will use that. I will see. I will put the cash breakdown on the side, cash envelope breakdown on the side. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to add my tutoring money. So I tutor privately and then with a company, and I don't know if I'm going to add that here or how I'm going to do that. I do want to do that more as like the game style. So that's that. So this is the weekly check-in. So this is the monthly, the monthly budget. That's the weekly check-in. And then I have, I'm going to disrupt you, Sophie. And then I have my, let me make some space. And then this is my student loan binder. So I got these trackers from Debt Free Charts. I'm not sure if I think I had to pay for them. I can't remember how much they were, but I got, because I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones and, you know, Game of Loans. Hello, why not? So I wrote out this, the thing with these student loans, don't get me started. Every time I like set up and I'm like, okay, I'll monitor, I'll track, they change. So when I did this, then after they went from one company to another company, that changed the percent, that changed how much I was owing, it made it change so much. So I'm like, listen, I'm not going to change this all over and make a new setup. What I'll do is I will just adapt what I'm paying, because I don't even have that much to be paying it off to begin with. So we will adjust as we go. So this one is paid off. This was $112. So that's paid off. This one was $252. That one's paid off. This one was paid off $497. And then some of the other ones, I am not paying them off yet, just because they're in forbearance and the government is figuring their lives out and how they want to torture us some more. So while they do that, I'm going to be stacking the money and making it work. So I have some other ones because I have like the Teach Grant ones, and I changed because I'm here in Kuwait. I don't qualify for, they give you like, if you work in a certain type of school, then you get some discount and you get it written up. Listen, the way I don't know for real. So I just turned them over to loans, and the loan, these particular loans, the Teach loans, they accrue interest every month, even, you know, with everything that's going on. So I've been paying like the minimum payment, but mostly the minimum payment has been going just to the interest, and maybe like, I don't know, 1% goes to the principal. So I have to make the minimum payment. So as I'm making the minimum payment, I make sure that I'm tracking it, so I know at the end how much I actually paid in interest. But I've watched Paper by Mo and then Deborah's journey, like how they have been paying off the interest that they paid, like the setup that they had, and I learned so much from them. So again, I'm not focusing on this so heavily. Oh, and then this is when I got my graduate degree. I'm not focusing on these so heavily, and I haven't updated these in a while because I did put $300 towards the principal, and so that's when I track it here. If I'm just paying off the interest, I don't track it. It's only when I pay off the principal, and then it goes down. So this, I'm hoping to have like another, you know, separate videos and separate things, but I'm hoping to use my YouTube. Oh, I can move this so you can see it. My plan is to use my YouTube money when, speaking it into existence, when I get it to pay off my student loans. So homegirl over here, my accountant, I've been putting up content for her, just her eating and just different things, and I'm hoping that between her and my budgeting stuff, we can get some money from the YouTubes. We will get money from the YouTubes to help me pay this off. So this is why this is still just kind of hidden. I had it prepared for a while, but they put it on forbearance, and then they changed it, and then they yada yada yada. So let's go through my binders. So the first binder I have is the Future Me, and I don't even remember where I got all of these binders from. I want to say Very Budgets, but she doesn't sell anymore. Her shop was closed, so that's a little bit, because I like to keep things the same, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Go to her house and tell her to open up her shop? Like, be for real. There's so many other people that I've seen with their binders, and it's like everything's so cute. They have different like pebble leather, just different things. I'm like, ooh, they look so cute. I want so many things, but I digress. I have to. My goal is to save, not for it to be cute. I'm trying to make things cute, different, like more budget friendly. So we will see. So this is for me for a future home if I need it, or I need to make any renovations or anything like that. So I put how much. So every month I try to put $100 US dollars in this account. So 40 goes to home. These trackers I got from Princess X Budgets years ago. I think in 2020 or 2021, when she was like hot and popping. I don't know what happened to her. I hope, you know, everything's okay. We miss her, girl, because her stuff was everybody was watching her. So I have this. I haven't been able to put you can't even see. I haven't been able to put like the denominations because I've only been able to put $40 every month. But I'm hoping that, you know, once I start, the more I do this, the more that I'm able to save towards my different things and able to put more towards these different goals. So I wanted a Hyundai. I had one before, but I'm in Kuwait now, so I have to wait, saving up for when I come back home. I had one and I paid cash for it. It was used, but I paid cash for it, and I definitely want to do that again. So putting $40 in those. Again, same principle. Baby Bella, at some point I want to have a kid. If not, then this money will go to something else, but I do want to save for it just because you never know. Again, I have this other tracker. This tracker is a little bit less, so the amount is a little bit less, but I'm only putting $10 a month in here. And this grease is for a vacation at some point that I want to take. So this is for the future. And this money that I put in here is all prop money, and it goes to my Chase savings account. So let's go on to the next binder. So this is my personal binder. This is stuff that I'm saving for back when I go home in New York. So I try to go once a year or every 2 years, depending on, you know, my financial status, what we have going on with the family, what I have going on, how I feel. So the school that I'm at, they do pay for a round trip ticket for me to go home. So that's why I usually go home once a year. But America, she's be stealing all my money. So I'm trying to plan for it. And so I found these trackers online, Butterfly Digital Co. So they have different amounts, different denominations. And so I've said that I'm going to try to save up as much as I can. So when I go back, I don't have to like use my credit card. I don't have to go into debt, that kind of thing. So this is for planner and budget, because we all know how cute these planner supplies are, but they can be expensive, they can add up, so I want to save up for it. These trackers I just got from Amazon. This is for school supplies, 60. I put $60, but we all know that that's not gonna go far. Like, be for real. This is for Harley and Mr. Oh, let me turn it this way. This is for Harley and Mr. J. I'm gonna leave that one unexplained. This is for books, so this is for my digital books. Or if I want to go to a bookstore and I find, because I like going to the Strand in New York, or Books of Wonder, or different things. So I used to work at a bookstore for the college that I was at, and we were close to, you know, we were one of the famous bookstores that was next to other bookstores, and so I love a good physical book. So this is for shoes. You know, if I need any work shoes, I wear size, what is it, 11. So when, you know, women's shoes. So sometimes I can't always find the shoes that I need, or sometimes I'm just picky with like the shoes that I buy. So I like to save up. I want to save up for it. Clothes. Again, I like to buy my clothes from Torrid, and I'm plus size, so you know you need to get good quality plus size stuff, or they just rip to shreds. I'm not a big Shein and Temu fan. I've bought stuff from Fashion Nova and some other things, but I haven't gotten anything from Temu and Shein, so I don't know like the quality, but maybe one day. Toiletries, again, I like to get, you know, if I gotta stock up when I get to the States, I stock up on all my hair supplies, my melanin hair care, all my, you know, all my goodies that I can find there, because you really can't find them over here overseas. So I like to stock up. This is for here. So when I go home, I like to get my keratin treatment. I like to get my all the things. And so this buffer envelope, I think it was given by Intentional. Oh yeah, so the envelopes were from Intentional Living, Kristen from Intentional Living, I believe, and so she gave me a freebie of the buff, and that's why I have this buffer here. And then I realized that I don't have a hair envelope, and I was like, hello, green, it matches. I need a hair envelope, and I will utilize it, because if it's one thing you guys know about me, I'm gonna use the stuff that I have. As much as I know, I have like a list of categories I've been saving up, because I'm like, oh, I need to add a professional development envelope, I need to add language learning envelope, I need to add, I also want to add a school, because I realized that I spend a lot, like, there's gifts for different events, there's outfits for different events, there's, you know, you want to get your coworker a gift, I get my student stuff, and get stuff from Teachers Pay Teachers, and those things add up, so I'm like, oh, I have to get a new teacher, oops, excuse me, Sophie, a new teacher binder, but I have a running list going, and so that will come. So here's the bills binder. Again, I got this tracker, I got these dashboards from All Things Plans, and when I did it, this is the thing with budgeting that gets me. Like, you think you have everything planned out, and then while you're doing it, you're like, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that, oh, I forgot, I didn't know I was paying for that, I didn't know this, or you just add things on as you go, and so that's the tricky part, because that's why sometimes people's like stuff just looks haphazard, because they had a vision, they prepared for it, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot that I was paying this monthly bill, or I needed monthly subscription envelope type of thing. So it is what it is. I keep telling myself my goal is to save money. Stop buying all the cute things you see on Etsy. Stay away from Etsy. So this is for my taxes. TurboTax, even though we have tax-free income in Kuwait and also in the States, I still pay my taxes because they scared me one year with auditing me, and I'm just like, never again. Again, another buffer envelope that was given to me by Christian from Intentional Living, and I use it for a home. I felt like my family home, so we've been putting money aside to, well, I say we have, but it's empty. It was, and then I gave it to my mom because they had an emergency. So technology, I need to buy a Kindle, a laptop, just different things like that. So I'm saving for it. This envelope, this tracker was, oh my gosh, I don't even know from who, but it was a while ago. So I'm just like, every week I'm gonna put $84 and add up, and then I'll have enough to get my laptop or get what I need, and then continue to save and add on. This is retirement. So I've been putting, oh, why is it back? Oh, whatever. So I've been putting a little bit aside for my retirement, in my personal account. So I do have a TIAA account, but because I don't work in the States, I can't put money there. Is what I understand. So that's why I'm just keeping it in like a separate account. Student loans, I already mentioned it. Putting money aside. I try to put $200 aside every month and then pay off, because the minimum payment is, I think, is like $152. We'll see what they decide to do when they reopen it. My emergency fund, I'm restarting this. I had 1,000 and I had to give it to my mom because, like I said, they had an emergency. So I'm just restarting it. I'm using these trackers, and I think after I'm done, I'm no longer going to use these, or maybe I'll use it for something else. But I really like them. They're still good quality. I can't remember Budget Boss by Mom Needs a Clone. Another person on YouTube that no longer has her shop open or no longer sells. I'm not sure if she still has videos or not, but you know, life happens, and sometimes people they can't keep up with it. This is the annual subscription. So I had so I have other, but in the other category I have a few. I have it separated in my budget book. So I have other, I have ExpressVPN because I need that over here, and then I have my Kindle Unlimited, and then I have Prime. So this is the things that I have annually, but then I have some other things that so I got these dividers from Intentional Living, Christian at Intentional Living. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, I had a Hulu divider, but I no longer use Hulu, so I took it out. I had something else that I no longer use, so I took that out. So I just jumble some of them together. So like Duolingo, the Calorie, and Google One, I put it combine them together and put them in the other category. But this is all prop money, and it's all in my Chase Bank. But so far, I've been trying to get like a month ahead, but I'm not really there yet. So I've stopped saving for the annual bills, and I've been just putting like the money straight to my credit card because I want to pay off my credit card. Like I'm trying to make things work the best way I can. So this is the monthly one. So let me see. This was an envelope that I got, I think like a freebie, or I don't know where I got it from, but that's why it doesn't say monthly envelopes or monthly subscriptions. So I have Netflix, Google, so I have Google Fi, I have Spotify and Experience. So I pay for the credits, the credit app to kind of monitor my credit just in case my information's on the deep dark webs. I don't know if it's helping, to be honest. But that's the bills binder. And on to alright, so these three are the ones that I pay my with my US money. So if you ever see my USD cash stuffings, it will be for these binders, these three binders. Now onto my so I have my Kuwait travel, and this is for Sophie. Sophie, I need to bother your brains. Excuse me, you're in my way. Thank you, ma'am. Don't give me the side eye. Alright, so let's do the travel because I haven't been stuffing this travel envelope. So, I don't know if you can see. Maybe I should get a white paper or something, which I don't have. Alright, so this is my travel binder. So haven't recorded, but I've used these when I save for, so my friends and I, we went on a couple trips. So we went to Dubai for somebody's birthday. I went to Tanzania. I went to Ghana. And so I would save my money in here. And so we have accommodations, airports, because you know you got to pay for that $28 bottle of water, excursions, flights, food, gifts or souvenirs, Google Fi. So I use my Google Fi account when I travel because I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi or paying for like getting a SIM or whatever. And then I need because I'm here, I also need to save my American number, so I have it activated on the Google Fi account. Miscellaneous, because stuff always happens. Personal, transportation. This is just like a general travel. So sometimes I would stuff the money here. Like when I was doing this for Ghana and some other trips, when I get my tutoring pay, I would put it in this travel envelope, and then when I knew like how much each envelope needed, I would kind of reallocate it. And it's like they're well loved, well used. Like I could probably wipe this off. I probably should, but I haven't used this in a while because I haven't gone anywhere, and I don't plan on really going anywhere because, again, why? My goal is to save. So I've been saving every daggone penny. Like, oof. I say that, and then I get this one, and you know how much she takes? All my money, right, Sophie? You take all my money. All right. So this is the Kuwait adventure. So this is the stuff that I use while in Kuwait, like the main things. Obviously there's other stuff as well, but so far I found that this was like the main stuff that I use and do here. So again, this dashboard is from All Things Planned, and I didn't like put any denominations because depending, I tried when I get my pay, most of my money goes to the American stuff, get that out of the way, and whatever I have left over I would put it here, because some of those things like need to be, you know, paid, need to be saved for. So household, self-explanatory. I put decor, maintenance. So I have a cleaner that comes once a week, and so I have stuff for her there. Decor. I stopped like buying certain things for like pillows and, you know, that kind of stuff, but I'm still saving for it because there's things that I want. So if I get Bath and Body Works candles, I get it from here. If I get anything, you know, anything house related, I take it from here. Plants. So I got this tracker. Oof, I won this in a giveaway from Go Budget Boo, and I haven't seen her upload in a while, so I hope she's okay. Oops. So I got this green thumb tracker. So I have different plants and stuff that I want to get, and I have to like repot, get more soil, things like that. But I want to save up a good chunk, and then there's certain plants that I want to get that are a little bit more pricey. So for each plant, it's 5 KD, and so the hopes is to save 245 KD. And then, so I have the plants, but then I also have flowers that I'm saving for. So my plan is to get fresh flowers every 2 weeks. So I just put it behind it. Fun times, it's my friends and I, we like to go to the movies, or there's different shows and things like that. So that's why there's empty, because we went to the movies and I never restuffed it. This is for birthday, so I have a few friends. I guess I could show you. Again, these dividers I got from Kristen. So I have J, Thornberry, G, M, and me. And I had to write the list of like birthdays on the side, because the way I keep forgetting people. I think I want to get a separate birthday binder and have it with it's just like the month, like how everybody does the monthly like savings challenge. I want to get something like that, so that for each month I just have a certain amount of money. So when it's somebody's birthday, even if I forgot, I could just be like, oh, okay, your birthday is in February, let me just take the money out and, you know, use it from that monthly binder, and then keep only specific people in this birthday binder. But again, still a work in progress. Gifts, so this can be for anybody, for anything. Medical, I have to take this note off. I say medical, but it's like glasses, dental. I do facial lasers, and then I just have some other things, because I did, what is it, IV drips. I did like a colonic 1 year, and so I'm trying to save up for just kind of any medical procedures, or even just I want to get to a point where I have money saved up in case of a medical emergency. Toiletries, self-explanatory, mouthwash, toothpaste, pads, that kind of thing. Wellness, here we go. This is where I have like for yoga, gym, and all the cutesy supplies. So I've been doing hot Pilates, so I got the groupie yoga socks that came out of here. This is for my mom. It says medical, Mother's Day, and Kuwait. So when my mom comes, I like to give her, she came one time. I say like, she's always here. I would have liked to give her like cash, but the money that I was saving here, I ended up just giving it to her because she needed to buy something. She needed to buy something in the States. Hajj and Umrah. So I'm saving up for Umrah to go with my parents. I can talk about it because they don't watch my videos. So why did I take the money out? So this is just the Muslim pilgrimage. And so Hajj, you have to go a specific time. Umrah, you can go at any time. So I would like to do that because I'm in Kuwait, so close to Saudi Arabia. I would like to do that sooner rather than later. And I would like to take my parents. And I know that this is something that I can, you know, it's expensive, but I feel like it's more achievable. Umrah is more achievable in price than Hajj is for a single person. So I don't know. Sadaqah is for its charity, and so we have three different charities. So I have the one after the Ramadan, you pay before the prayer, the Eid prayer. Then we have another one after you buy the animals for the sacrifice, and then we have another one which is just like a general sadaqah. So you can always build them. I know one lady, she's saving up to build a masjid. She's, you know, you can sponsor kids at school and different things like that. This 5 week is for, I'm trying to put money aside every month for the months that have 5 weeks, because it's easier for me to take 400 KD for each month than it is 500. So I'm trying to put money aside. And so it's empty now because I think January was a 5-week month. So I took what was there and then I added some more to make 100. Monthly cash is, you're going to see in the next video, I just put all of the weeks. So monthly cash is when I budget weekly. I put all of the money, like the 400 KD or how much ever I'm putting in cash, I put it here, and then each week I go take it out, go put it in my wallet, spend what I need to spend, and then I have it that way for the next week. I don't keep anything in the bank. And it's helpful because normally I don't come in here to check. If I don't have money in my if I look at my bank account and it's empty and I'm like, oh, I don't have money. If I look at my wallet and there's a KD left, then I'm like, oh, I don't have money. I don't ever really think to come here unless it's an emergency. And then this I got from Renee Monroe Designs, I guess, another person who started making stuff on the internet. But I have a bank deposit and a bank withdrawal. Sadly, it doesn't fit because I got it the wrong size, but I just keep it here because throughout the week sometimes I will pay for something with my card, and then I would just take it out when I do my weekly check-in. I would just take it out from here, put it in the bank deposit, and then kind of recycle that money. So that's it for the Kuwait binder. I also have, I want to save up for Eid. It comes every year, and every year I'm surprised, like, oh my gosh, I need to get supplies, I need to get Ramadan decorations, I need to get Eid decorations, I need to buy people gifts, I need new clothes. Every year, like, girl, it comes every year. Like, why are you surprised? And twice a year for us Muslims, like, because we celebrate, there's 2 different Eids, and it's like, girl, why are you surprised every time? But anyways, so this I got from a local Kuwaiti budgeter. They had I think a sale, and so I got this and some other stuff, but I really like this one because I could save 500 KD with this, and then I found these trackers online, and each one is 250, so 250, 500, and I've been slowly putting money aside. I don't think I'm gonna spend all 500, but I would like to have it just in case. I saw some new like Eid decorations that I want to get, but they were pretty expensive. I think they were like $150 US dollars. So all right, here we go. Miss Sophie Dophie. This is her passport. She's just gonna, my accountant really just gonna sleep through this whole video. All right, this is her vaccine stuff. This is her binder, and then I'll explain this in a little bit. Or I'll keep it here because I'll explain it as I go. So I was trying to figure out what I needed for her monthly, and then what I needed for her by the week, and so I just made a list because I watched other people's videos. I just try to Google online to see. Ooh, my little stuffy. Let me take a little drink of my. I got this from after my hot Pilates class. I got a beverage. Sip, sip, sip. All right. So I watch other people's videos, Google, try to figure out what I would need monthly for a cat. And so I have certain things here that I'm not going to be stuffing as much money in it because it's not something that I would need in Kuwait. So I'm going to show you as I go. So the first one is, oh, before I even start, this is from So Crafty Sana. I got it eons ago. I don't know if she still sells it. I don't know if it's still on her website, but she always has like great things. So I got, I think 10 envelopes or some envelopes, and I believe, I can't remember if these are the disc that came with it, or if I swapped, because at one point I swapped this disc with another, and so these could be the original ones, or it could have been something else. I can't remember, but these are the discs that I got from either from her originally or from Happy Plumbing. And then these envelopes, they come with like the tracker and then the clear background. So let's get started. So I have accessories and toys, because who doesn't love a good toy? I've been buying her so many toys. And then I have, I'm going to take out these trackers as I go, because I want to, my goal is to put a certain amount of money every month for her in her, so I have the categories that I want to constantly stuff for her from my full-time paycheck is foods and treats, grooming, and litter, and there was one more, I think, that I want to make sure that I put in every single paycheck. And then the others I'm gonna put, but not as much. And then I'm going to use my side hustle, my tutoring money, and I want to do like some games because I have a certain goal that I need to get for them, but it's not like I don't have like an end date or a limit. So I figured that I can do like some cute little games that I found. So when I do these, so when I do go to do the games, I will like display all of the trackers that I found, all the cat theme, T'Challa, all the cat themes trackers, and then I'm gonna do like, what is it, a randomizer, or you just like, I forget what everybody calls them now, but something like that for the other ones, which I'll show you. So my goal for the accessories is to have like, oh, let me see if I can find. Goal for accessories and toys is 150 KD. Like I just always want to have 150 KD here, and then just whenever I take something out, replenish. Boarding, sitting, I want to have 200 KD. So that's when I like do my goal, when I do like the games, and I can know like, okay, I can make each one like 2, save up, and that way I'm not saving a lot. You know, I'll have like 1, 2, 3 KD every game. You know how the games go. If you're familiar with like budgeting, you know how everybody's playing the games. So I'm gonna take these out because these are gonna be just for the games, just for the saving, not for like the monthly budget. Her emergency fund, I want to have 300. Oh, girl, scared me. 300 KD. And so this is the KD, not the US dollars. Foods and treats. So I want to have about 360 KD a month in like as a buffer. But then I don't know how to explain it without like doing it. So I'll have to wait and show. Grooming, I want her to have 240 KD. So that way I'm like a month ahead, and we have money put aside. So just in case, you know, one more month I need to send money somewhere. So this way I want to be, I want to try to be a year ahead essentially. So that's why I said there's the 4 categories or the 3 categories that I know I'm gonna stuff every month, because that's gonna be taken out consistently, constantly. The rest I just want to have in there, like insurance. Insurance is not something that I need here in Kuwait. I only need that for when I take her back to the States. So this is not something that I need to stuff every month, or once I get to the 150, that's it. Like I don't have to keep adding money to it. Whereas litter, how much did I say? I said 120 KD a month. Or not a month, but 120 KD in this envelope. I feel like that's what I should say. Let me go back. So in each envelope, I want to have 300 KD. Like I want to have that amount. So let's go back. So I want to have 150 KD in general. So if we use it, if I take out from it, then my next paycheck, I will just add what I missed. But I don't want to exceed, you know, I want to have the 150 as like a baseline. 200 for the boarding. I have to see how that's going to go for the summer. 300 as an emergency fund. 360 a month, or 360, just have it there. 240 for the grooming. So these, I just want to have 150, a certain amount of money within the envelope for like the year. Once I get to the 120, I don't want to keep, you know, whatever I take out, then I replenish. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense to me. It makes sense, but I feel like I'm not explaining it well. Meds and vaccines, this is 200. So next one, pet supplies. My goal is 100. And the last one, vet bills, will be 200. So the reason why I thought when I put this together, I thought I would use these as a tracker. So I got these from a couple people. So let me put them together. So, alright. So I got